It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince and my dad were the ones who really got me there.
Well, you got to have great teammates. You know, I'm the first one to say, yeah, I have 4 championships, but one of my favorite teammates, Big Shot Bob, he saved me so many times. Another one of my favorite teammates, B. Shaw, he saved me. Rick Fox, he saved me. So you got to have great teammates, great organizations. You know, they allow you to focus on what you do and what you do best, as long as family and friends and all that. And Ernie, I remember when you interviewed me when I was 18 years old.
I remember that. Now, I had just started at Turner, went to San Antonio, and did a feature on Big Shaq.
Wow, that's incredible.
It was.
Yeah.
I haven't changed at all, have I?
No, you still look beautiful.
I had more hair.
Good genes or good docs?
He's got good doctors.
Let's get to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
Outside the Forum, we see the bright lights of a Memphis evening. The Pelicans come into a Western Conference contest in this game. We're live at the FedEx Forum here in downtown Memphis, Tennessee, as the Grizzlies try to defend their home court. Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Ready? Tip-off goes to New Orleans. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for New Orleans right now, the shot-blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. Gordon and Pondexter are the wingmen, and it's Evans in at the point guard position.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And Marc Gasol, surprisingly nimble for a 7-footer. He really moves his feet well at both ends of the floor.
It's hauled in by Gordon.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Stolen by Randolph. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Puts it up from 12. And Green with the basket on the assist by Conley. And when you look at Marc Gasol now versus when he came into the league, remarkable how that body of his, Clark, has transformed.
Kevin, he changed his diet and he dropped a bunch of weight. Believe it or not, he even grows vegetables at his house. He's really gone all in on the transformation of his body.
Clark, good information.
Yes, sir. That's what we do. That's what we do here.
Woo.
Info and entertainment.
Now the dish to Green. Gasol setting the pick for Green. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. And here are the Pelicans. Pondexter the pass to Davis. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Conley dishes to Green. Conley against Evans. Conley kicks to Green. Outside Gasol. Just 5 to shoot. Tries from 10. They grab their own miss. And he gets it to go.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Gordon kicks to Evans. Here's Davis. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Back to Conley. Green, the screen. Conley with a wide open look. No luck. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. The Pelicans last season, a very solid team rebounding too. Top to bottom, the team they would rebound as a team.
And one of the metrics that I do like, that they led the league in contested rebounds. I mean, that speaks to the effort that this team competed with. And winning those 50-50 rebounds means more than just collecting any old miss.
And that one's good by Davis.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Outside Conley, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Cole's checked in.
Norris Cole.
And Green slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
New Orleans in the lead.
You know, you look at the Pelicans, and it's not surprising, guys, to hear that they led the way or league in contested rebounds. I mean, they fight for every inch of space on the floor, and rebounding is just part of that mentality they have.
And Norris Cole is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. White, he's checked in for Randolph. Barnes comes in for Green. And Tony Allen subbed in for Courtney Lee. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashi. Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. Cunningham, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Holiday in for Eric Gordon. And Memphis making a change here. Udrich is checked back in.
And guys, going forward, the Pelicans will need to continue that mentality to grow into a playoff team. They'll have to have a blue-collar work ethic. That means continuing to fight for all those 50-50 rebounds.
Before getting dinged up, Ryan Anderson was rolling. I mean, over the first few seasons of his career, improved in efficiency in all areas. Then he had the back injury, and last season his shooting percentages really went south.
Good on the second free throw. And getting back to Ryan Anderson, in 2012, he won the NBA's Most Improved Player Award. Then, in the summer of that year, he landed an enormous contract in a sign and trade.
Yeah, and that's the good Ryan Anderson. If he can stay healthy, he's a tremendous asset, and he isn't just a shooter. He can get it done on the backboard as well.
Clock at 4, and that one's good. Wright's got his first basket.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when he gets it in that tight and that close, that's easy. Real easy.
That is good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Over in the corner, Allen. He feeds it to Gasol. Back to Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Wright sets a screen. Here's Udrich, and it's Memphis with another.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And Bano Udrich, a 6'3 lefty combo guard out of Yugoslavia. He can run the pick and roll and has really improved from mid-range. Can square up and bury it at a moment's notice.
.104 left to play in the first. The Pelicans trail. And Cole kicks to Ajinça. The baseline J. That's good.
Assist from
Here's Udrich.
Alexis Ajinça.
Gasol inside, working on Anderson. That's good.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy. Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Anderson.
Luke Babbitt.
34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Holiday inside the line. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Allen. Here's Barnes. Makes it off the glass.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Holiday, the pass to Babbitt. Cole dishes to Holiday. Gasol with the steal. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Udrich's got the ball. The shot no good. Cunningham. Shot is off. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Memphis out in front, up by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talked to point guard Mike Conley, and as he told us before the game, he still feels a championship is within reach.
We feel like we're a team that's had to go through a lot of adversity. We've been through a lot of things that's set us back. You know, we feel like we can be just as good as anybody else, and why not us?
One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing him in the playoffs last year was the biggest adversity they went through. Can you make a case that it just made them tougher, or did it really take something out of them?
You know, Kevin, it's really hard to say. A tough break, obviously, losing Mike, and I mean that literally as well. But their problems did set them back, and maybe they can be just as good as anybody else, but until they are, they're going to have some issues.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
So for New Orleans right now, Evans and Gordon are the guard set. Davis and Ashik in the middle, and it's Babbitt in at the 3 slot. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Now here's Evans, looking for his first basket still in this one. Count the bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Conley kicks to Carter. Pass to Randolph. Fade away. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
Now here is Davis. 10 points for him. Kicks it out to Evans. A 3-pointer off the mark. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Shots good by Lee. And now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And with Gentry, his offensive prowess can't be understated, Greg. His peers joke and say he can drop an open look for a corpse. I don't know about that, Clark, but we know he's talented. He's got a great offensive mind.
And you know that's right. And with this Pelicans team, he has plenty of firepower to work with, too.
Oh, he does. You're right. Guys, you want to talk about one tough guy? How about the Turkish hammer, Ashik? Tremendous rebounder. A space eater in the paint, so long.
That's a great way to describe him, Kevin. Last year he finished 4th in the league in rebounds per minute. Plus he's always lurking as a shot blocker.
He is.
And, you know, going back to Ashik, I mean, he's not just a big immobile guy. I mean, he's got really good flexibility, and that's helped him develop some post moves at the offensive end. He's no longer Mr. Dunk or nothing.
Conley kicks to Lee. Lets it go. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Lee's got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Davis. He's got 10.
And going back to Amir Ashik's toughness, you can see it in his face. I mean, he's not going to smile at you. He's not going to show you any expression at all. Just a cold-blooded monster on the floor. Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo. And he's aging gracefully.
And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against quicker power forwards or those spread fours.
Yeah, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point. And to nobody's surprise, Zach Randolph enjoyed an outstanding season, Clark, in 14-15.
And, you know, ironically, by taking more of a backseat to front court make Marc Gasol, Randolph played better, the best rebound rate of his career.
Randolph a screen, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Marc Gasol's checked in for Memphis. Allen comes in for Courtney Lee.
Tony Allen.
And so here's Memphis. They trail by 1. And it's Conley penetrating off on the layup.
And for the Grizzlies, they had to be encouraged by Randolph's play after signing him to that extension. I mean, he'd been set back by the knee injury, but he came back in a big way.
Now here is Conley. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And finished off by Davis.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up. And Randolph happy to be back in Memphis. He said, this is home. This is where I belong. And look, he's helped establish this team as a power in the Western Conference. And for me, this is the right place for him to be.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Down low, here's Gasol, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. And we know the Marc Gasol was one of the most sought-after free agents this past summer. Clark all along, most figured he'd be back in Memphis.
Yep, a winning team, max dollars. And don't forget now, he went to high school in Memphis while his brother Powell played there. He's where he belongs.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Wright's checked in for Randolph. Barnes comes in for Green, and it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Anthony Davis. Cunningham comes in for Quincy Pondexter. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Norris Cole in for Tyreek Evans. And stolen by Wright. The rebound by Holiday.
Marc Gasol, a first-time All-Star starter last season. He and his brother Powell both starting in that game. The first time that's ever happened in league history, and having both those guys go head-to-head.
So it's the Grizzlies now, and the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Puts it up from 17. Udrich can't hit.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
New Orleans making a switch here. Babbitt's checked in.
Oh, listen, no doubt you could argue Marc Gasol is the best center in the league right now. I mean, this guy does it all. Defends, rebounds, passes, scores. I mean, he's also a great teammate. They all love him. And to me, that matters in the big picture. When you're talking about developing chemistry and trust, sometimes the difference between winning and winning it all is whether or not your teammates like you.
Boy, the Grizzlies had a good shot at winning their division last year. Ended up only 1 game behind the Rockets at the end of the season. Tough pill to swallow for them.
Babbitt dishes to Cunningham. New Orleans moving the ball around. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The first free throw is good. And Agenza drops them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Wright sets a screen. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Udrich, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Udrich has got his second bucket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Pelicans lead by 3. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play this second half?
So, you know, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
Anthony, thank you. Guys, it should be all business when you step between the lines.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
One strong area has been their work on the boards. And you're trying to get ahead in the score and stay there. It often comes down to a few extra possessions. That's why any extra rebounds can make a big difference. Now they have to come out in the second half and attack the glass with the same vengeance.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
See, Ernie, this is what I'm talking about. You know, I was the king of this. See, you got to pound that ball in the paint, and they were doing that. I like to see more of the same in the second half. Don't start shooting jumpers now.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. On the wings, it's Lee and Green. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more. Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for positives moving forward.
Now here is Conley. Picked by Randolph. Conley, the pass to Randolph. Pelicans pull it in.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And it's Davis missing. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Conley kicks to Randolph. Plenty of space. No luck. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Feeds it to Gordon. Lee with the steal. Here's Conley. And he gets it to go. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Randolph. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Randolph's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies. Here's Evans. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Now, here's Gasol. 11 points in the game.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Carter's checked in. The drive by Randolph, and Davis sends it back. That's a 2 from Gordon. He shoots again. In deep, Davis drops it in. And now a 5-point New Orleans lead.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And it's Carter missing.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Gordon with it. Conley picks him up. Oh, jam! I mean, just beautiful.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clarkie's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And so here's Memphis, following the score by New Orleans. And the wide open shot from Green. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. New Orleans leading by 5. Evans dishes to Davis. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
You know, by age 21, he was arguably the best player in the game. At age 17, he only had 1 scholarship offer for college, and that was from Cleveland State to play point guard.
White, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Allen comes in for Courtney Lee. Cole's checked in for the Pelicans. Now the feed to Davis. Again, the Pelicans score.
Putting you in.
And in high school, Anthony Davis didn't play for a powerhouse. Perspectives Charter School, only around 200 kids.
Certainly not an NBA hotbed. They had him bring the ball up court and work in the post, much to his developmental benefit. A lot of losses, but he said that it made him a better leader dealing with that adversity.
.122 left in the third quarter of the game. Gordon for 3, and another 3 for New Orleans.
The three-point shot's been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Yeah, they've really done a good job of creating good looks from the outside, and now they've really got it going.
Now here is Carter. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Clark, Brandon Wright was moving all over the league last year, all over the map, traded twice, once from Dallas to Boston, then again sent to Phoenix where he finished up the season.
Kevin, he was only with Boston for 8 games after the trade. He seemed to find a better home when he was with Phoenix.
Free throw drops for Wright.
And for Wright, being traded twice, he's one of those players that is so efficient, but in small doses. So really the ultimate bitch guy to come in and give you minutes in the post.
Barnes, he's checked in for Carter. New Orleans also making some changes. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Davis. Cunningham comes in for Anderson. And it's Drew Holiday in for Gordon.
You know, I think that will ultimately be Wright's role going forward. A great bench option. Despite all the trades, last year he was still extremely efficient as a scorer.
Here's Conley. Memphis moving it around. Allen's shot is off.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Now here is Holiday, following the shot by Evans. And the jam by Ajinça.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Stolen by Allen.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Holiday with the three. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pelicans ahead, up 10. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Now here's Asik. So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Quincy Pondexter. Luke Babbitt is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Holiday. And it's Asik in at the 5 spot.
And that is their way to get back into this game. They've got to play racehorse basketball from here on out.
And Clark, no better way to get on your horse than to start things off with a steal.
But he recovers it. Pondexter kicks to Babbitt over Lee. Babbitt's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Lee outside. There's Green with the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Asik's got 7 rebounds in the game. Babbitt kicks to Cunningham. Asik, the pass to Cunningham. And he makes good on the layup.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Dishes it to Barnes. To the middle. It's Gasol missing.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Zach Randolph is checked in for Barnes. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Udrih. The Pelicans also changing it up. Davis is checked in for Cunningham. Gordon comes in for Luke Babbitt. And Tyreke Evans is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain him.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, "We've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys."
All right, Doris. Gasol, a screen on Evans. Conley's shot is off. Pelicans leading by 10. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Out to the right wing. Ashik with it. Clock at 6. He kicks to Davis. Fades back. You know what? Some solid defense from Randolph. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Randolph's got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And Asha kicks to Davis, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Conley dishes to Randolph. Great D that time from Davis.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
To the paint, here's Green. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And guys, Jeff Green, by every measure of athleticism and skill, should have become one of the game's better small forwards, but inconsistency has plagued him throughout his career.
And Kevin, I always go back to something my college coach told me. The mental to the physical is 4-to-1 in this game. And so through those 7 full seasons, he's teased everyone with that talent. And then it does suddenly disappear. And there's no other way to describe it other than the fact that it is mental. He hasn't been able to sustain it in terms of the consistency, and that's why he hasn't fulfilled his potential.
Here's Conley after Tyreek Evans has scored. There's the 3. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Mike Conley.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
That's good from Davis on the assist by Evans. And it's 29 points for Anthony Davis.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Evans against Conley. And Tyreek Evans is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Gasol, and boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Allen's checked in for Memphis.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Yep, and they've needed every one of those boards. This game's still close. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
It's Davis with the drop.
Davis playing very well. He has 29 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for New Orleans.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Outside Conley. Kicks to Gasol. Goes up on the block. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Gasol's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 6. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Gasol. Looks for Randolph, gets it to him. And Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're behind by 6. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. .137 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, the effort and the aggression really favors them thus far. They've completely dominated the backcourt.
Here's Conley. And easy 2 points on the layup. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
The high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out. And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Gordon with it. Now Green defending. Kicks it out to Gordon. Beyond the arc. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And now it's a 9-point Pelican lead.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
New Orleans moving the ball around. And they double up Davis. Right side Gordon. Releases. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
Conley, the pass to Allen. And Randolph now top of the key. He dishes it to Conley. Allen inside the three-point line. Missed. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Tyreek, what was the focus on strategy for this team coming into tonight's game?
Just playing hard. We had a meeting today as a team, and we just wanted to come in here and play hard with energy. That's where it starts from. And we did a great job that tonight.
Tyreek, thank you. Kevin, amazing what can happen when you play hard.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
The one thing you know about Davis is that he's always going to play with an insane amount of energy. It's always full speed ahead with him, and we saw that tonight. Offensively, he plays as well as anyone.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.